And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East.
Bless you. Oh, I hate that.
I'm fucking
Off it out of
moving.
place by your strike. Yeah. Oh. I'm up by 6.
Well, we need 5 more.
I feel like I got a lot of denies too. Another one. I got one. The other one's in the blue building.
Dead. Started doing good at the end, but fucking Will, Jay, and Ribs, man, they were fucking me up. They were both running around with, all 3 of them were running with MP7s.
You guys have fun.
See you, buddy.
You gotta.
Alright, see you later. See ya. See ya. See ya. Peace.
Do they have to be plugged in?
No, just Hub does.
Ooh. It's a bonus that's dunked on the White House. Ew.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I'll see you guys later.
Yep, later. Have fun at work tomorrow, buddy.
See you, buddy.
That's all.
Well, I got a text today, a little bit ago. Might be going to Germany for my annual training.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We'll be going with my battalion.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I literally didn't even want to pick that off.
Cooper was the target there. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
Yeah,
and you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes.
Do not chew this until you chew it and get in your mouth. You hear me? What are you doing?
On second down, here's Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but
some injections today. And look at the line. This round wasn't as bad as the first one.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Oh, he pulls forward. First time I almost passed out.
So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Like you go, but I don't want to pass out. Stood up.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Yeah,
whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen get when they get ready for the screen pass? And if those get red, man, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Oh, Daniel Jones.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
Eli's like a few overall better, but I've just been really fucking like 9 years longer, or 12 years longer, honestly. Like, fuck that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
Jason just asked me to say what's for the change it in my pod. The funny is, he's the one who told me.
He's got a man complete. Damn. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 43 yards.
Activision.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Back to the game. Thank God, Jason. Fuck me over. Hopefully there's a halftime show to catch up.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I'm just catching up now. They're hitting the backfield.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
That means you better lay down and go to sleep.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I've been playing like hardcore. Just get my log fucking gold. It's been helping out a lot.
Now Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Really good gun.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade.
But I've heard a lot of good things about like the Bison.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
An extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, get a snack.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
She'll take one. Don't worry.
Now Jones to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Just fucking hate cover 3, dude. It's just such a fucking
third
lame
down, the
defense.
Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. The pressure gets to him again.
Cover 3 sky, cover 3 sky, cover 3 sky, cover 3
sack of the
sky.
campaign. Here's Riley Dixon now.
It's not against the rules in this league.
Inside his own end zone.
Fucking lame ass defense, bro.
Now Austin. Give him
and I got a fucking YouTube how to do cover 3 fucking sky.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Elliott.
Better eat there.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Good catch.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. 10 3-yard score after 1 here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Look at me. Go. Watch the twist.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to join them in that party, I guess.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Everybody.
Now Jones is hit. He lost
no
the football.
Fucking way. Pick the ball up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Man,
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. is not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Jones now throwing on first down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That last catch winds up costing them 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. To the air again, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jones. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here we go, 47. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude for scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's just me now.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
This dude, I'm getting so frustrated playing this dude. I'm doing that if you can't beat him, join him thing, because he hasn't got out of cover 3 sky, and I can't beat it, and it is just pissing me the fuck off.
Here's Prescott. Cooper's
And I made him throw 4 interceptions already, and I just can't do anything on offense.
Under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 10th carry now for Elliott.
Like, he's thrown 4 picks, but I can't do anything.
It's a loss of 2 there,
and it just,
bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that is
with the Packers.
Nah, this dude's pissing me off because he's doing it all
It's
game.
3rd down.
Yeah.
We've seen good cover skills on display.
And I actually looked at our old messages, and that's exactly what they did the last time he beat me. And I just said, hey man, like, I was like, yeah, once you stayed in cover 3 all game, it was really hard to beat. And he's like, yeah, it's a tough defense or something like that. And it's like, you're such a bum, bro. So now I'm doing it too. I was doing different defenses. That's how he scored 7. And now I just don't care.
Oh, you're only down by 3.
Yeah, but I if you just started watching, you haven't seen my offense. Like, I cannot get anything going.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Yeah, dude, I've done all kinds.
Another interception.
He's stopping my runs. He's just staying in cover 3, and I can't beat it. It is so frustrating. I've been sacked, I think 8 times I've been sacked. I have no time in the pocket. But that's the thing, Nick. I get these, and I just can't do anything. I have 5 interceptions that I'm losing. Come on.
They'll try and get this run game going.
You know what I mean? Like, I have 5 picks, and I'm losing.
And his rough night continues.
Yeah, his defensive line is better than my offense.
A good run got 7 on first.
I'm just losing that
2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down.
He's not even making adjustments for it. Like,
first down, Giants.
He's literally doing. I don't see anybody moving. I don't see anybody doing anything. It's just a dominant defense.
Parallel to square, and then you brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Like,
that's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week.
I'm not saying I would have scored. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying.
Wild, didn't he?
Bro, I would have got like 4, 5 yards maybe.
They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend?
Yeah, I was kind of getting nervous. Like I said, I've been sacked legitimately like 9 times.
Drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens.
Another drop. I should have held him back, but you got to catch that, bro.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50.
Every time
With the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
It's 8-mile-an-hour wind, and I missed the accuracy a bit, and it.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far.
I think the thing that, like,
come away with nothing.
I know I say it to some people, but this guy is really not that good. He's just playing this defense, and I just can't beat it, and it is
defense has done the
frustrating.
job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, Elliott's going to be hit. He coughs it up.
Nothing good happened.
Giants have it. It's picked up. And the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43.
What's crazy is I actually hit R1. Like to strip it. I'm kind of excited about that.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Like, that's the thing that makes me mad. Like, right now, it should be... It should actually miss another field goal earlier.
Over and over
kind
again
of long.
in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year.
But, like, right now, it should be 10-6. You know what I mean? Like,
part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On second and very short.
Yo, wait till you see this.
Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match?
It's just dumb. It's just dumb.
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
You know what I mean? Like,
the only reason I say that,
stupid.
you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Oh, man.
So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights.
Yeah, pretty hard.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
So, to be fair, the last time I did that play, he jumped all over and almost took a pick. So I guess I kind of just like looked away from it, which is stupid, of course.
At 6'3", 234,
like I said, this dude just, he's getting in my head because he's pissing me off. Like, that's really what's happening.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
Oh, I'm lucky. Oh, I'm lucky.
They've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And that is going to do it.
We have, like, no offensive yards.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What's funny is, like, me and Sierra go out to eat. I always get 2 sticks. They always bring out 5. It's always 5. Sometimes 6, but it's always 5. And it's perfect amount for me.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott has got the connection to Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I was right there to make the tackle. He's like, I'm going to put my hands out.
And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football first and 10.
Getting that one fucking... I should have beat him.
This is how I feel about this dude.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we
this is what makes me mad.
And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Fuck. I got to do underneath routes because that's what beats this cover 3, but I just can't.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Get it rolling, man.
It's funny. I really knew the conversation with myself. When I played the Bears, and I got my shit pushed in with the Bears. He was like the Cowboys. He ran the same fucking defensive play.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go.
No
right sideline.
Absolute way he throws it.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it.
Not saying it would have been caught or anything, but give the man a chance. Yo.
So he,
The Giants on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him.
Can I go for this in the
46? They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Hey, you're down. Leave it down.
All of 4th quarter if I'm losing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah.
Jones throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very
I didn't want to give it away, but I'm so excited.
Conversion and defensively pure frustration.
On,
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about it, or?
2nd and 4 to go. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An open field. Barkley gets tackled like that, huh? All right. I just straight up don't know what
in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. That one goes for 30 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now what do I do? Either win it or lose it? Or just try really hard to score? Like I could try to win it with no time left.
And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
Kids say the damnedest things, bro.
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 5 yards that time out of the scramble.
Yeah.
But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
But what if I didn't?
Yeah, you do.
What he could, but let's face it, that's what if I didn't? Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted.
Yeah, I played conservative. I just ran up, a couple yards just to try to get
before this one is over.
I guess an easier kick.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
20 seconds
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
I think we'll run, though, to be honest.
Watch that. Off tackle.
Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I thought he was. I was going to read the same receiver you were reading.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. We're going to 54. Why is 57.
I'm gonna.
Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
He got him.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown,
actually, that might be the best thing. I mean, not obviously, because I got to go downfield and score with 50 seconds and no timeout. But I can get 8 and tie it.
Point by Moore, up and good.
Sucks. I knew he was going to do it. But what happened was I was like, both times I jumped that side, so this time I'm going to jump the other side. So I snuck over there a little bit, hoping he would see that. But
this is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I know. I thought I would have got a little bit more with that spin, but I kind of need him to blitz.
What about that deep corner?
The Giants offense.
Yeah, dude. I tried a few deep posts, and it was just not there.
Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Stay hot, bro. Cool.
Let's go, T-Trip.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover.
I just got to look up how to beat cover 3.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So
this dude was like, yo, I'm almost home. I could play in like 9 minutes.
Field,
and I just don't want to. One, because like,
because they just felt like if we go
I